It is my wannabe rat rod-ish 1970 numbers matching Mach 1. It's got the M code, 351 Cleveland, the 4-barrel model with the FMX auto, and plenty of old body work and shitty restoration I gotta undo.
Surely no Bondo.
Oh, there's gonna be lots of Bondo.
All right, so where'd all this stuff come from?
So I had the 68 convertible and I sold it. And the day I sold it, I got really shit-faced and ordered everything I thought I was gonna need to make this piece of shit run and move. Because I know the driver's side front wheel has no brakes, as in like actually it's not there. There's nothing inside the drum. And the rest of the brakes don't really work. And that gate right there is completely destroyed because I tried to do a burnout in it the first time I got it running and it decided to keep going.
So you tried to do burnout in this dirt because you were cheating?
Well, yeah, there's that. And then you see my nice hood was all nice and smashed in there.
Oh, did you do that yourself?
Oh yeah, that was definitely custom. There might even be a little bit of rut action. I mean, the thing hasn't ran since, I think, 94. So, you know, you get it running and moving, the first thing you gotta do is a burnout.
What'd you pay for this?
$5,500. I seen one on eBay like the day before yesterday. No interior, no engine. Same numbers, everything, same engine. Well, had the same engine, and it was $15,000 they were asking for it. So some crazy ass old man had a couple of them and sold them for probably less than that to the dude that I got them from, or got this one from. And along with like a 68 fastback for like, you know, $3,000. Yeah, wish I'd found that guy. You wanna dig into this shit and see what I bought?
Yeah, let's see what you bought.
Pretty sure this is gonna be a gas tank. I got my handy knife you got me.
Deckhand
sweet.
knife. That thing is badass, isn't it?
This thing for everything, dude. It's like dangerously sharp.
When they first gave it to me, and I was like, oh, a Chinese knife, great.
I know, when you first gave it to me, I was like, oh, look at this piece of shit. And I started using it, and I was like, holy fuck. It's actually getting dull because I've like cut wire with it and shit. Oh, we even got a little doodad here for locking in our new fuel sending unit that may or may not be in one of these boxes. I was wondering when I got this if it was the coated one or the just bare metal. Looks like it's coated.
Looks coated, yeah.
It's the same one that I put in the 68 convertible.
Is this a Rock Auto deal, or?
Yeah, I think this is Rock Auto. I don't know. I looked at like 4 different places. I think they're all the same from 64 to like 73. So it doesn't really make a shit. So we can leave this out here in the barn full of dirt. Oh, it's even got a drain plug. Oh, these are definitely the fucking Chinese wheel spacers that are gonna kill me. That's what's gonna happen. As soon as I get this thing running, all the wheels are gonna come flying off. Oh yeah, we're guaranteed to die.
Oh, they look like metal.
There's a lot of play in that. They came from like Juan Hu. This one's tight. Quick aside, we can talk about why these need to exist.
Sure.
So these rims and tires that I have are like fucking massive. And they're off of like a 04, 08, 13, I don't fucking know. It's a new Mustang GT type thing. And I actually got them bolted on this side. And this one hits everything. And the front one just barely fucking hits the tie rod end. So I'd love to be able to tell you what size they are and what size the rims are and all that shit and the offsets and all that good stuff. But I don't fucking know. I know what I paid for the setup with tires was less than I could buy the rims for. And the rims aren't bad. There's some road rash on them. But I mean, look at the fucking car. So they fit perfect. So anyway, I did some like measuring with my finger math, and I think an inch spacer is going to give me enough room to run these tires. Fingers crossed. Chickens are losing their shit. Like, dude, it's supposed to be dark right now. Oh, they're forged. Forged 6160. 6061. Good shit.
Oh no, you broke the glass.
Guaranteed not to die. It's like Christmas morning, man. I feel like a 7-year-old with a complex. Like, Grandpa's filming me opening my birthday presents. Sorry, that's my pickup. I did get one.
I understand if I get a nickname, but I don't want it to be Grandpa.
What the guy at O'Reilly's call you the other day? My fat brother?
Yeah, he was like, yeah, Jesus.
It's like, wow, guy, thanks. Dude, I went there with my actual brother, and they spent like 15 minutes trying to convince him that he was like somebody else. He's like, I don't even know who you're talking about. No, you know so-and-so and such and such. He's like, I don't even live here, dude.
Well, the one guy, he couldn't give me the fuel filter without knowing what make, model, year, and cylinder.
Color.
Yeah.
What color is it? Rust. Oh, cool. So this is the power brake conversion kit, complete with the disc brake fucking pedal. Some highfalutin shit there. Comes with the power brake booster, which is gonna be a lot of fun to install.
Is this all still Rock Auto here?
Dude, I don't have any clue where I got this shit from. Probably eBay, honestly. I don't know what that's supposed to be. There was some caveat, like what this would and wouldn't fit. I think it would this one would only fit automatics. Or maybe it was like you had to trim the pedal to get it to work with a manual. I really don't have a fucking clue. So, that's fucking awesome. Because the car was a factory power steering car, but manual drum brakes all the way around. So these last two boxes should be the disc brake conversion. So this is bearings. Why does it look like they sent me? Oh, I guess those are. Oh, that's definitely 4 fucking bearings right there. Bearings, seals, caps, races, hardware. What's in the other fucking box?
Also, just so you know, if you want to get your ad money, your pennies for the ads,
Yeah.
you can't say the F word for the first 3 minutes of your video. It's just a YouTube thing.
Okay. Adapter brackets. That's gonna be tough because that's the only word I know how to say. So this should be calipers, I guess. This is in this box. Did I order 2 of these by accident? Yeah. Dude, these calipers are pretty tough. This is all supposed to be factory stuff, I think. God, that smells like coronavirus. This is definitely Chinese. It's 4 piston. This is going to be a lot better than the drum brakes that aren't there. These are pretty tough though. These are nice. So then that's going to be just brake rotors, I guess. This is going to be, I don't know what this is going to be. Oh, dust shields. Oh, that's right. I had to like search and dig to find a kit that included these. Because none of the brake kits that, none of the disc brake conversion kits came with these shields. And I'm not sure if these are like factory 70 Mustang shields or if it's just something that they stamp out to work with this setup.
Why do you need this?
I mean, I guess you really don't. A lot of them don't come with it. I'd like to have it. Just keep, especially living on a gravel road, keep rocks and shit from bouncing up in my calipers. This should be nice. Oh God.
Oh.
I'd like it to at least make it onto the car before it breaks.
Yeah, I mean, you picked the biggest surface area.
Not a lot of. I guess we could have done the roof. Whatever. And it took me like all of my self-control to not just buy the spoiler and put it back on here, glass and window louvers. That's all I really want to buy. All this other stuff is.
That's your reward once you actually put this shit on.
Yeah. Brake lines.
Because who's excited about brake lines?
I mean, stopping's cool. Oh, it came with instructions. Guarantee you I'll regret that. I'm interested to see what these calipers, these rotors look like. Open everything up, get it exposed to the moisture so it can flash rust before I ever get it in the car.
But you got that little serotonin hit.
Yeah. It's the whole millennial thing, man. Instant gratification, I need it. I've been sitting and waiting for a while.
I didn't think you were gonna make it.
I'll leave it wrapped up, but
The week ago, you were like, when are you getting home?
yeah, come on, man, come on. So the races are already in it. At least that one is. These are pretty sweet. Kind of thin. Not gonna do a whole lot of heat dissipating, but I think all this stuff combined, I haven't spent $1,000 on it yet.
That's not bad.
Nah.
Especially since it's all metal shit, you know?
Yeah, I mean, this is all. I mean, there's a whole power brake conversion kit here, whole disc brake conversion kit here. Fuel delivery is pretty much taken care of. I'm gonna have to get a carburetor though. That carburetor I think was leaking towards the last time I used it. But I was looking at the inside of it and like 99% of the interior is there. I'm missing this little, I think they call it like the sail card. This little piece that goes right through here. I got this one, but not that one. But like the fold down seat looks nice. All the seats are like pretty decent. All the interior is there.
We'll need a spotlight or a sun,
Yeah.
probably for.
That'll be good for when we can actually move it and roll it and run it.
Yeah, can't see nothing.
You can see this is the original color. It was originally the bright metallic blue, whatever that color was. So like factory, it was the bright metallic blue with the blacked out hood and the rear spoiler and like all the cool race car shit from the 70s that I
This
dreamed
is
about when I was a 14-year-old kid.
pretty awful paint job, huh?
I don't know why they would have sprayed it white. Like, why is white the go-to when you could have put it back in awesome color? And that's why I'm terrified about what kind of bodywork you're gonna find.
Yeah.
I mean, especially you can't see it right now in the dark, but you can see this line. This line's definitely old 1980s bodywork where somebody skimmed it and dicked with it. And then you can see right through here, you feel that. It's like, feels like somebody hit it with a hammer. I mean, there's just like little ding, 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 ding. It's like somebody cut the roof off of it. I don't know, it's weird. It almost feels like spot welds.
What about that guy that had an extra roof for sale?
I should have bought this other
I don't know why everyone's interested in these old,
Yeah, you
beautiful
should have
70s
Mustang.
Mustangs.
I don't know. Oh, those 269.
60s.
269 fastbacks. One was a Mach 1 and one was a fastback. They were both H codes. So the 351 2-barrel, $3,000 for everything. And I'm sitting here thinking like, okay, I can at least get a deck or a deck lid off of the deal, a hood, like get some parts that I need. But looking at his cars, they're in worse shape than this one. So. And he was 2 hours away. At first he told me he was an hour from me. He gave me his address and it was not an hour. One of the great things about not having back glass is this thing's like a pickup truck. I guess I can go grab the jack.
I think that back glass, that's the scariest part.
Think about looking like that, man. That's like almost being in a convertible.
Plus you can still haul furniture and shit.
Right? Fucking 4x8 sheet of plywood.
Take a hog to slaughter.
Get these,
Oh, I didn't even look at this back stuff back here yet.
What's that?
Yeah, I need to walk around it again when the sun's out, probably.
Yeah. I mean, all in all, dude, it's not bad. It's really not. And the underside is really solid. That was the part that most impressed me.
All right, so we're gonna pop these spacers on.
Yeah, I guess. This doodad here is definitely blocking.
Oh, that lip.
Yeah. Which is fucking weird. Wonder if I can just like whammy that guy off of there.
I would guess that's what you're going to end up doing.
That's the way this is heading. Well, that's disappointing. I was really hoping to be able to move this bitch tonight. Or I gotta go back and find out in my drunken stupor, did I order the wrong wheel spacers?
Yeah, I mean, if you can have the patience sending them back and then getting the right shit back, you know.
That sucks.
Well, I will
angle
say,
grinder.
it looks shady as fuck, and then you're gonna.
I'm gonna shade it some more.
Yeah,
I just gotta find out if they're lug centric or if they're hub centric. So, if you look at this is definitely lug centric on the rims. It's got little reliefs in it to the lug nut, little acorn to lock it in. The only problem I see is these guys aren't flush. They're actually the lugs from the car go through the spacer, but I think these reliefs in here will be all right for that. So now I'm just contemplating whether or not I'm gonna hack this fucking thing off.
But we were talking about how shady they are to begin with, and now your solution is to a different problem.
I wonder if they like sell different bore sizes of these or something, and I just don't know. God damn it! I still can't get over this tiny ass. Look, dude, the whole suspension like moves. This sway bar is completely useless. That does nothing. I feel like I can bend that in half with my hand. It just puts a huge. Oh, look at this mud dauber nest. There's tons of them in here. All right, so I guess I need to call Huang Yi. Send this shit back to China. I think you and I both know I'm just gonna end up cutting these.
Yeah. But you know what? These problems like this are the things that a YouTube channel is made of.
Bullshit. Why don't my Asian spacers fit? Crazy part is it's like larger bore, neck down to a bore that's still too big to use. So it must be. I'm trying to remember when I bought these, if they said anything about this diameter. I'm sure they probably did. I just don't remember it.
You don't read Chinese very good.
No, this fucking right to left shit, left to right, whatever it is. Ain't for me. Fuck.
All right, to be continued.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna pull that motherfucker back off. Snug that guy back in there, cinch her up, and sit it back on the ground. That's disappointing. All this build up, and I still don't get to see this bitch roll.